Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do another get ready with me because I really enjoyed the last one. Today I want to talk about what you should expect from yourself in 2025, this up and coming new year. The best way to really identify what it is that you want is to evaluate your current situation. Are you happy? Do you like where you're at? Do you like what you've achieved this past year in 2024? Is there anything that you can improve on? Is there anything that you can better? Is there any habits that you can get rid of? Like, really ask yourself these necessary questions before going into the new year. And I want to be completely transparent. When you are starting this journey and you don't know consistency, you don't know discipline, you have to know the basic foundation. So it's okay. Mind you, it's okay if you don't have consistency. It's okay if you don't have discipline. Allow yourself to learn these things and just fall in love with the process of figuring out how to be consistent, figuring out how to be disciplined. Because the only way you're going to see the results that you want is when you learn consistency and discipline. So you must learn that. If you don't have those, you're taking them into 2025 and learning them. And be patient with your journey. Like, don't look at other people. It's okay to be inspired, it's okay to admire, but don't want to be like somebody else. Want to be like you. It's the only way you're going to thrive in your authenticity. And I think it's essential to know who you are as a person, know your likes, your dislikes, what you enjoy, your hobbies, really identify your character and your being so that you can get a clear understanding of who and what you're trying to become, what you're trying to achieve, your goals in life. Is you have to get really good with knowing yourself. So if you don't know yourself, make that a priority for 2025, is just learning who you are, like learning Alyssa. Learn yourself, and it will take you places. It will bring you happiness, it'll bring you joy, it'll bring you clarity because you're not thinking from a view of somebody else. You're thinking for yourself. And as easy as it is to get caught up in this world of like people's opinions, judgment, it really only matters what you think about your life and how you're going to get to where you want to be. That's the only thing that matters. And in this wonderful journey, that's when you start to attract the things that are meant for you, is when you start thinking for yourself, and things will just start to eliminate that's not for you. So you don't even have to do too much, but be yourself. Focus on yourself and finding yourself in 2025 so you can build that foundation to do great things, because it's not going to happen overnight. Like, we're not about to go New Year's Eve and then into 2025 this brand new person. It doesn't happen overnight. It's within your daily choices every single waking moment. You have to be cautious, you have to be mindful, you have to be aware. There's a lot of traits that you're going to have to learn, but when you do, you just become so thankful that you didn't give up on yourself and you really allowed yourself to overcome the challenges. Again, I'm not a professional, but we're learning. So evaluate your 2024. How did this year treat you? What can you do better for yourself next year? Write it down in a journal, on a piece of paper, vision board, whatever, and focus on it. Focus on making those daily changes. Another thing I think you should focus on in 2025 is have a clear vision of what it is that you want to do exactly. What brings you happiness? What brings you joy? What can you see yourself doing long term that is going to bring you happiness? Because I think that's another thing that we should focus on, is more inner, and knowing what motivates us, what pushes us, what makes us happy. Because I think we only get one life, and if you don't prioritize what you want to do, you're going to live a life of regret. So figure out what you want to do for your time on this planet and pursue it, no matter how difficult you may think it is. Know that as a beginner, when you're first starting something, you're not going to know it all up front. It's a process, it's a journey. And when you start to look at things from that perspective, that's when it gets easier. That's when it gets more comfortable. When you allow yourself to make mistakes, when you allow yourself to at least just try, because it takes practice. So the more you do something, the more reps you get in, the muscle memory takes over and it just becomes part of your being. And that's why it's so difficult to stick with things in the beginning, is because it's not normal for us. It's not part of our routine. It's not in our nature. It takes time to adapt to things. So allow yourself that grace and that patience to learn something new, and know that you're not going to know everything up front. It's just a daily choice of trying to be 1% better, and just focus on the 1% daily rather than the 100% up front, because all that's going to do is overwhelm yourself and make you unmotivated, and just drive you away from what it is that you want, and overwhelm you, and all of these things that you just don't want to experience as a beginner already, because you're already putting so much pressure on yourself. So don't even, just be patient. If you don't know patience, learn it. It's crucial. And I talk about it multiple times. In a world of instant gratification, like it's hard to find that patience. You want it right then and there. If you don't see results right away, you give up. And that's just not going to get you anywhere. If you give up, you're going to be in the same position rather than just trying to do 1% better every single day. So again, when learning something new, forgive yourself, allow yourself to be open-minded, patient, all things good, so you can gain that motivation and truthfully see these changes and progress throughout yourself this year. Because again, one thing, and I know it's not just me, that we tend to struggle with is not being consistent with stuff. But I will say it, when I started this channel almost 2 years ago, I've seen tremendous changes within my channel in just a matter of months from posting consistently. So you may think in the beginning that it's not going to happen for you, but it's slowly growing. It's a gradual gain. Think of 2025 as the year of rebirth, because I truly believe that's what it is. It's overcoming the small battles that you have within yourself. If you struggle with like the fear of being seen and putting yourself out there, know that this world has a place for you. That's why you're here. You have your own unique path, your own unique visions, your own uniqueness, and put yourself out there. Like, yes, we share similar qualities with other people, absolutely, but there's still your unique twist that deserves to be heard, that deserves to be seen. So don't hide yourself. Share what God gave you, share what you're good at, because that is what's going to bring you happiness at the end of the day. I do believe hobbies is a really good thing to have. So like, one thing I enjoyed when I was younger was painting. So I actually just pulled this out of like a storage closet a couple weeks ago, because I was like, I really enjoyed painting, and that's something I would like to get into. I don't know what you call it. Like, I'm so out of touch with my creativity, and I'm slowly learning to get back into it. And that's what I mean. Like, I have so many ideas, I have so many visions, but just to push it all out at once is not going to happen, because I don't have it all put together yet. But that doesn't mean that I can't still try. Like, I'm working with it. I'm making time and space for my creativity. And that's very important, because we're meant to create. As much as they want to force this 9 to 5 on us, we are meant to thrive. We are meant to be all things good. So make time for yourself this new year. Make time for journaling. Make time for meditating. Make time for things that is beneficial and makes you feel good. So I always say, what you enjoy, you'll find was in childhood. So for instance, like I said, when I was younger, I loved to draw. Like, this was my peace of mind right here. And straying away from that for so long, I've experienced anxiety, I've experienced depression, I've experienced worry, just all of these negative traits, because I didn't have an outlet. everything was just kept inside my head, and just being so consumed with my work schedule, with life. You have to just take a step back and make time and prioritize yourself, because again, this is your life. That's a must. You have to enjoy yourself. So find a hobby. Again, what you enjoyed as a child is often what you'll find yourself enjoying in your adult years. Heal your trauma. So if you need a therapist, get a therapist. And I think everybody can talk to somebody. You know, if you can't afford a therapist, because trust me, I understand that. Talk to a trusted friend. If you don't trust anybody, write in your journal, talk to God, find an outlet to truly express yourself and your feelings, and have that outlet, because again, that is what's going to give you that balance and clarity, is when your mind is not jumbled with so many emotions and feelings and keeping them bottled up in your mind. It doesn't make room for anything. So what you want to do is release it from your mind, write it down, talk to a friend, talk to God, whoever, so it allows for space of creativity, growth, because we're not meant to stress, we're not meant to worry. So learn how to control it and master it. Self-mastery, that's a really good one that I'd like to touch base on, is knowing yourself. And this goes a little bit back to what I talked about in the beginning. You have to understand yourself. You have to know what moves you so that you can move and stop staying stagnant. But these are just a few of the things that I believe you should expect from yourself in 2025. Be consistent, be thoughtful, be mindful, be compassionate to yourself, and chase your dreams. Do what you want to do 1% every single day, and just watch it all come together throughout your life. And you're gonna look back and be so thankful that you created such a beautiful life for yourself. Literally, once you have that taste, you cannot let it go. That's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like my content, don't forget to subscribe for more. Bye guys. Mwah.